which one would you want to start with?
Yeah, so I would like to start with the mother sister.
Before we start going through it, there's a couple of things about the text. Here, am I going, I am a writer, I'm a writer.
Writer.
Really?
Yeah, why? Is it against the language?
A little bit, yeah. Right. I am a writer, I am a writer. The first time I read the poems, I was angry. I'm so lucky. I get to sing, I get to speak, I get to express myself in whatever way I want to, as long as I don't hurt others. And I take that for granted. And when I read these poems, I suddenly thought, you shouldn't take it for granted, because there's so many people would kill to be in your position. And these women don't have a voice.
Yeah, I was looking at the cry part, and I was doing the cry and cry and cry, this kinds of figures on the cry here. That's why you have this passage here. So that's the beauty for me of it. So the cry when I read and but let's see what's the original then. When I read the text for the first time, I felt overwhelmed, and somehow I felt the heaviness of the situation. I started to begin to understand, however possible, perhaps it's not possible to really fully understand for me, what kind of a situation these women live in every day. Especially the text about losing a part of your body, and there was another text about a woman not being able to actually study and live her life because she was forced into marriage, and this felt very heavy, and I felt that I have a great responsibility to not trivialize it, but at the same time I have a responsibility to bring it to the repertoire. I felt very inspired and lifted by the enormous energy that could be brought with this kind of project. The musical world of this work evolves around the traditional sound of the recital. So we do have a soprano, we do have a piano, we have electronics, which is this vehicle to bring us from different spaces into different space domains. The challenge will be to create the distance, but also the closeness, the personality of the message, and how can we address it from the point of view of the modern female creator.
Our project is based on the text written by Afghan writers. And this woman participates in a project called Afghan Women Writing Project. It's a project initiated by American writers and novelists. They invite Afghan women to participate in creative writing workshops. And all these workshops are happening undercover. Many women would be in danger if they would go public about the fact that they are writing. Afghanistan is one of these countries when writing and expressing one's voice is still considered as something criminal. I discovered the poems that will be basis for our creation already a few years ago. I've been having this strange feeling of responsibility, or a strange feeling of I have to do something with this text. I read it, I saw them, I discovered them, and I need to get it out of my system. Musical part of the discussion, after our discussion.
It was how frontal you are to their story. You know, it was really frontal. Everything they say, it's really raw. And that's why also what I like that they're not so well written, because it's quite universal then. Because it's so an easy English that they can relate to a lot of people. The emotion that came out was mainly it was not emotion, it was tons of images, you know, already translating the whole thing. I wanted to work on the idea of layers for this project because first, connected to the burqa, I think it's a layer to the expression of those people, and also for me, it's always something I worked on in my work, is to develop the idea of layers of understanding, layers of how people can project themselves in the image. And I think if you give more layers to one image, you can also talk to a wider audience and give them the opportunity to connect themselves to the image they see in front of them.
Je vais travailler à partir de textiles bleus, en référence à ces burqas afghanes. Ce sont des textiles que je ne sais pas encore comment, mais je vais trouver des manières de teinter et de de leur donner une vie, de leur donner une histoire, de les marquer par un temps. Il y a ce rapport à la femme que je respecte beaucoup et qui est complètement voilé, quoi. Et je trouve ça très très violent. Voilà, vraiment, je ne peux pas dire grand-chose. De plus, je n'ai jamais été là-bas, je n'ai pas vécu la chose. Mais c'est un conflit politique qui est vraiment urgent.
I think in a project like this, I'm aware of the great social opportunity, and we were discussing within ourselves, you know, what do we do? How can you change? How can you make a difference? Well, with the skill set I have, I'm so lucky. I get to sing every day. I get to speak every day. I can express myself every day. I can give these words my voice. I can give them my voice, which is the breath, which is my life. I can give these words an audio life that they didn't have before.
The little acts of rebellion, hopefully start a discussion and a shift of a paradigm for the society. That would be the ideal outcome, that is shift of the perception, and then that we will be much more aware of those violent but as well delicate ways of infringing of human rights.
But no one cares, no one reads.